Guys, and welcome to another video. In this video I'm going to show you how I did the syringe from Bioshock. So let's get started. First I found all the recyclable things I could find inside the house. This goes from these Pringles cans, TV rolls, newspapers, bottles, whatever I could find. So what I did is grabbed a Sharpie and then a ruler and did a straight line. And then after this, I'm going to cut it right in half, right where I drew the line. And this is ultimately going to be so I can make the opening of the Pringles can whatever size I want. So I'm going to have to secure it, obviously. So I'm going to grab my masking tape and I'm obviously going to tape it down to the part I want. And, oops. Oops, clumsy. Okay, so I'm going to grab the tape and tape it up to the part that I want. Now for the next Pringles can, I'm going to cut the bottom part where the metal part is. I'm going to save that for later. And then as you can see this part I'm going to save because I'm going to use this is going to be essential to the syringe. Now that I cut off the cardboard, I'm going to be doing the same to this Pringles can. Cut it in half, but this time it's not going to be to whatever size I want. I'm actually going to be fitting this plastic bottle into it. I'm just going to clear it. Okay, I'm going to try to fit it in there and then make sure that it's tight in there and it's not going to fall out. But we're going to be using tape, but also be using hot glue to make sure that it's not going to move from the place that I secured it from. So as you see, I already taped it. It's ready to go. But now what I'm going to do is going to mark at least an inch from where the bottle is. I'm going to use my box cutter and cut away. Now this is going to be so, because at the moment I wanted to put an LED light in there, but I wasn't sure how big it was going to be. So that's why I left the opening there. So this is just for now, but I do need to cut it away anyway. So as you can see, there's enough room for an LED light or any kind of light that you might want in there. So next I'm going to be cutting this away too, but not all the way. What I'm going to be doing with this is, since we are simulating a pipe, and as the syringe looks like it curves, this is what we're going to be doing with this. So we're going to get my box cutter and I'm going to cut away only in the parts that I marked. So I just puncture it in and cut. Make sure to be careful that the box cutter is very sharp. So I'm just going to open it, but don't cut it all the way or break it all the way, because you need that thing to curve. So what I used to make it curve is I found this kind of foam around. This is like the foam that you find in mattresses or like in seating. We weren't using it, so you know what, I'm going to be using it. So I rolled it and then shove it in there. You could also use paper or newspaper, and then you can just use that. It's just to make the pipe, quotations, to curve. So what I'm going to do now is going to put masking tape, and this is what it looks like once I finish putting all the tape down onto it. So pretty nifty. And now what we're going to be doing is put those 3 Pringles cans together to make eventually what's going to be the syringe. This is what it looks like. And obviously I used TP rolls and a wooden dowel to make the middle part. So, and here's a close-up of what I did. It's all tape. And I know it looks bad right now, but don't worry, we're going to be using paper mache right after I get all those parts done. And yeah, the wooden dowel. The next thing we're going to be doing is the handle to it, since again it looks like a fuel nozzle. So we're going to be doing the handle. So what I did with the handle is that I just eyed it, marked it, and put several pieces of cardboard together, and then taped it with electrical tape. What I'm using now are Amazon gift cards that I don't need. I already used up the money, so um, so what I'm gonna do is gonna put hot glue on there. I always cut it and I'm folding it. This is so the handle has a place to so it won't move. Is basically what I was gonna do. What I was originally planning to do is to have the handle move, and so that way when you pump it, it actually moves. But I did not. I could not find a way on how to do that, so I ended up going with this. So whatever I did to one side, I'm gonna do to the other. Glue it, and there we go. Make sure that thing is secured, and yep. The next thing we're going to be doing is the bottle. And fill it up with gel, basically, hair gel. So we're going to get the bottle and just basically grab a plastic spoon and then just fill it up. Just fill it completely up. And then we're going to get foam, but make sure you hot glue it onto it. I was actually, this is so it won't be drinkable and it won't so just trust me, I had to do this just in case my nephew came and grabbed the bottle. Okay, so this is what this is for, and also for everything won't come out from it. So as you can see, you can put it upside down and nothing will come out. So it's totally safe. So, okay. As you can see, I put a piece of foam, and what I'm going to be doing now is grabbing this aluminum tape and then just taping it around. And that's what I did for the top part, if anyone was curious on what I did for that. Next, I grabbed some paper mache and did 3 layers of it. It takes a while to dry. But once it's dried, grab some sandpaper and then sand it down. Make sure as it's smooth as you can, so that, again, we're trying to make it look good. If you don't decide to go with sanding, it's gonna look all like messed up from like the flour, and we don't want any of that. We wanted to make it look good, so that's why I'm using sanding, so it can come out smooth and have a smooth finish. So I actually almost ran out of Mod Podge, so I needed some kind of sealant, so I'm using glue. Any kind of glue would work. Elmer's glue, not hot glue, don't use hot glue. Just basically any school glue. If you don't have Mod Podge, that's another way out. This is just so the paint can go on there more better, I guess, and it'll look glossy. It'll look nice. So what I'm doing now is painting it now. So just grab some brown, and now I'm gonna dab in some gold, and then yeah, just to make it look like it's rusted and like basically decaying. Yeah, basically. But this is just for the base. I'm actually going to be using a lighter brown and a mixture of gold to give it a more like of a brass look to it. So again, this is just the base for it. So I'm just going to keep painting away, and here's the part where well, actually that's drying. So I'm actually going to instead of using aluminum tape, I'm just painting away it's silver. this time around. I just wanted to experiment to see if it looked better than the aluminum tape, and actually I'm a lot happier that I went with this than with the aluminum tape, just on this time round. It looks better to me, so yeah. So now what I'm doing is, as I said, I was going to grab the lighter brown and the gold and making it look more like a brassy like color. A brassy, I don't even know if that's a word. Make it look more of a metal color. And here's the wooden dowel that I already painted silver. And I'm going to grab some red, and then I'm just going to paint it to make it look like the blood, basically. And then I'm just going to grab a darker, or not darker red, I actually use brown. If you use red and brown, it actually makes the red a lot more darker. And just going to keep painting it to make it look really dark at the tip, but I'm not gonna do it all the way. As you can see, it's from darker to lighter, just so it looks like the top part dried. So now I'm gonna explain how I did the top. I thought I was gonna be using that metal part, but I did not actually end up using it. I ended up going with the lids of the Pringles cans, the plastic parts, and yeah. So yeah, this lid. And I'm gonna cut it away. Basically, I'm gonna make a circle, and I already measured it to that part that's on there, the small one, the small little circle. That's the TP roll. So that top nest part that I made is combined with a plastic cup, a lid like this, that I'm cutting away right now, and a TP roll. So yeah, and also again, while cutting, please be careful. So now that I have the circle, I'm going to connect it to the TP roll that I painted already, and then I'm just going to slide it in. I'm just going to put it all the way in and make sure that it actually hits the other lid. Okay. Basically what this is going to do is going to act like a normal lid, basically. And I'm just going to pop it on there, put it on there, and make sure that it's tight and it won't fall. So to make it look, like a syringe, I'm going to put in the syringe, and yes, I did make the syringe able to come in and out whenever I please. And what I use for that is also a lid from the Pringles cans. So yeah, all three lids were used. So this is what it looks like, and as you can see, it won't come off. It's supposed to act like its own lid, obviously. And here's the LED light that I actually ended up going with. And that was my overall goal, to make it glow. And I did. I'm actually pretty glad that it actually looks pretty cool. And here's a shot of what it looks like in the dark. I thought you guys might want to see that. So yep, this is what it ended up looking like. It took a lot of work, and I kept going in and out from the decisions, but that's ultimately how it came out, and I'm actually pretty proud of it. So if you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you guys like the props that I make or the paintings that I do and want to see more, please subscribe. For now, I'll see you guys on to the next video. Bye!